Good afternoon, YouTube. It's Tone Low, All There Is TV. And I'm back again with another video. Today is December 29, 2024. I was watching a video of the brother, Kwame Brown. And he was reacting to a statement that an NBA player had came out and said over a press conference, I believe, an interview, one of the two. Came out and said that Christmas Day belongs to the NBA. And Kwame made a reaction video to that comment that was made. And he was saying and explaining how his opinion of it was that it's not true. The NBA does not belong to Christmas anymore. It was a time in the past that it did. At this present moment we're living in today, it is not. So I wanted to piggyback off that and make a video on that same topic. Not make a video on Kwame Brown's video, but a video on that topic, because I agree with what Kwame Brown was saying. I agree that the NBA is not like the NBA of the past. I agree that the NBA is losing views, sponsorships, and the numbers are going down. That is a fact. Look it up for yourself if you don't believe it. The numbers are going down. And I believe, because I can see for myself, that on Christmas Day, we're starting to have 2, 3, sometimes even 4 NFL games on. So you have a combination of NFL games and NBA games. If you was to do your own research, go look up on Christmas Day the numbers that both sports get as far as being televised on national TV. All the games are televised on national TV, except for a couple NFL games that has been broadcast by Netflix. But for the most part, most of these games has been televised on national TV, local stations. If not local stations, it'd be on stations like ESPN, NFL Network, those type of stations. So if you was to go do your own research, and find out for yourself what Kwame Brown was saying about the NBA does not own Christmas anymore, you will see that even this past holiday, even the fact that some of those games was on Netflix, that the NFL had a higher turnout rate on its views and its views and its ratings on Christmas Day than the NBA had. And I just want to tell y'all that it's a lot of reasons for that. Starting with me, my opinion of the NBA is that the NBA is completely watered down. It's not the same anymore. You have these younger generation cats coming up saying that the talent of today was way more better than the talent of the past. I mean like 90s, early 2000s. The Michael Jordan era, Penny Hardaway era, all the way up to the Vince Carter era, the Allen Iverson era, even the LeBron James era. Even though he's still playing, LeBron James came into the league in 2003. Dwayne Wade, all those guys. So, no, not to me. The NBA is nowhere near what it was in those days. And it is nowhere near to getting back to what it was in those days. We just have to admit that. The NFL is still ticking. The NFL is still standing strong. the NFL is still, they made a little kind of stupid corrections and a stupid, rules to the game, switch it up a little bit, but it's still holding in strong as far as getting its ratings, getting its views, and doing what it's supposed to do. Sponsorships and all that. It's doing that. And if most companies, most big corporations wanted to promote their product or whatever they're promoting, I can almost assure you that they will prefer to do it over an NFL game, commercial-wise, or than a NBA game. I'm pretty sure of that. So the biggest reason to me why the NBA is no longer the forefront, which it have never been, but it has been over baseball, but it's never been on top of football. Football is a miracle sport, right? So the reason that the NBA numbers, ratings, all of these things that's affiliated with the NBA have dramatically fallen is because of the rules and the changes the NBA has made, the things that the NBA has allowed, like with these super teams. Who cares about watching the NBA when you already know who's going to be in the playoffs, who's going to be in the finals, who's going to be in the conference finals? What's the point of watching the NBA from the first game to the All-Star weekend, from the All-Star weekend to the playoffs? What's the point? We already know who's going to be there. We already know. We already knew back in when the Lakers, well, not the Lakers, but the Warriors played LeBron and the Cavaliers. What was that? I can't remember the year. But we already knew back then, before the season even started, that these was going to be the two final teams. The Cavs are going to represent the East. The Warriors are going to represent the West. We knew that. So most people, honestly, would bypass the regular season. The All-Star game is trash now. And just wait till we get to the playoffs to tune in. And it won't even be the first game of the playoffs. It'll probably be like the second or third game leading up to the conference finals. Because we already know what to expect. We already know what's going to happen. So the super teams killed the NBA. When I was coming up back in the mid-90s, early 2000s, every team had a duo, if not three. You had the Bulls. You already know who they had. You had the Seattle Supersonics that had Kemp, Gary Payton, Detlef Schrempf. You had the Warriors that had Chris Webber. They had Mullins, a couple more players. I can't think right now. The Lakers, you know who they had. The Rockets, Clyde, Hakeem, Mario Elie, Magic, Penny, Shaq, Knicks, Ewing, Marcus Camby, all those guys. John Starks. You had the Hornets with the Charlotte Hornets with Alonzo Mourning, Grandmama, Larry Johnson, Muggsy Bogues. You had the Miami Heat. They had Alonzo Mourning at one time too. I can't think of too many more players that was on the Heat, but the Heat had a little squad. I remember that. You had the Pacers, Reggie Miller, Antonio Davis, Dale Davis. You had the Pistons, Joe Dumars, such and such. Celtics, Larry Bird. Timberwolves, Kevin Garnett. And his cast. It goes on and on. Every team back then had a star and a supporting cast, if not two stars. And the supporting cast was decent. Every game back then was a hard-fought game. Every game back then was a physical, hard-fought game. Not just a three-point contest like it is today. Players taking off for rest, light management, load management, whatever you want to call it. Never been heard of before. So I just don't get it. That's the reason why people is not checking for the NBA anymore. The NBA have got soft. It's worse. The talent is not there. They don't play defense. It's no big man. It's just a shooting match now. Who got the best jump shot? There's no more going crazy dunking. There's no more Shaquille O'Neal's backing people into the post, dunking on them, breaking the goals. No more hook shots, fadeaways. There's no more of that. It's just, even no more Allen Iverson style stuff like crossovers. I remember when that was a big thing, when that first came out. When and one was a big thing. Stephon Marbury. What's the dude's name? He's played for the Rockets. I forgot his name, but he had mad handles too. Steve Francis. All those guys. The closest we have to that now is Kyrie Irving. And he's on his way out, if you ask me. So yeah, the NBA have really dropped the ball. They better do something quick and serious and quickly if they want to keep it going. The little bit they still have left. They got to tighten up. The ball have been moved. Everybody loves the NFL now. NFL is where it's at. Nobody cares about the NBA anymore. Nobody even talks about it. When last time have you heard somebody really talking about the NBA, like being serious, passionate about it? Never. Some people want to blame LeBron James for the demise of the NBA. Yeah, he parts of it. Yeah. You know, with the All-Star game, he changed it from East to West to Team LeBron, Team such and such. That's whack. Leave it like it was, East to West. The best of the West versus the best of the East. That's how it's supposed to be. We don't want you sitting around the schoolyard, around the court, picking who you want to pick. That's what we did in elementary, middle school. No, you get what you get, and you play with it. You make the best of it. East versus West. If it's a certain player you like, he don't play in your conference, oh well, prepare to go against him. It's crazy, man. It's totally crazy. It's not the same no more. And they should be ashamed of themselves for letting it get that far out the way. But want their views and ratings to stay the same. It never happened. NFL is on top. And where it's looking, like it always has been, it's going to be on top. But the NBA, you just gave it an even bigger advantage of being on top. You tried to close the gap a little bit, but now it's expanding. Because you didn't handle the situation like you should have handled the situation. You let these players come in with these big heads, these big superstars, and take advantage of the league. If you ask me, you hired the wrong commissioner. He don't ever say nothing. He just trying to protect his job. So, shout out to the NFL for keeping the fans in tune and keeping the fans ready to watch your games. Disappointed in the NBA because I seen where it was, and I see where it is now, and it's nothing like it used to be. So, NBA, you need to make some serious changes. Serious changes. If you want to keep this ball rolling. I appreciate y'all for watching my video. I appreciate y'all for the ones who subscribe. I appreciate y'all. If you haven't subscribed, thinking about it, I still appreciate you just for thinking about it. But I still got to say it, y'all. I got to put it out there. Take the time out, if you like, to subscribe and like my video. Subscribe to my channel because it helps build the algorithm. And it gives me more motivation to keep coming out here, putting these videos out, trying to push my channel and get my channel to grow. So I appreciate y'all. And once again, it's Tone Loc, All There Is TV. I'll get with y'all later on. I'm out.